nicest folks you're ever going to meet, and you don't get just one poet this next time. You're going to get a husband and wife team, and I can't wait to hear what they've got going. Floyd Beard is nominated this year for 2025 IWMA Male Poet of the Year.
And we would tell you about some others, but it would take the whole rest of the night to name off all the awards. Trust me.
He's many times honored.
But on the other hand, Valerie is nominated for the 2025 IWMA Female Poet of the Year. How about that?
That's some
Keep it in the family. Yeah, that's cool.
She also has many times been honored this year. So please make them welcome Floyd and Valerie Beard.
Rosie was a widow who lived up north of town. If you cross Wolf Creek about a mile and then circle back around, you'll find a big old ranch house made of sandstone, rock, and sweat. Rosie raised her family there. Her grandson lives there yet. Now, I got acquainted with this grand old pioneer when I was just a youngster, barely in my 14th year. I'd go out and feed her cattle while Rosie went to stay and visit with her children who had grown and moved away. One time while I was feeding, I saw a wondrous sight. A big old golden eagle just soaring like a kite. So high above the wagon, he circled all around as though he were on the search for something down there on the ground. I watched him for a minute, hanging silent in the sky, but that silence soon was broken by the echoes of his cry as he screamed his disapproval of the place I'd chose to rest. And then I spotted the remainder of what once had been a nest. The nest was old and brittle, the aftermath of age, and it lay there by a marker, almost hidden by the sage. My youthful curiosity had got me by the shirt. I knew I had work to do, but 5 minutes wouldn't hurt. So I got down off the wagon, kicked the tumbleweeds away, revealing an inscription in a stone of granite gray. Return to me in springtime with a love forever new, and dance with me upon the wind the way the eagles do. Well, I stood there kind of puzzled, trying hard to figure out just what these words engraved in stone were really all about. So when Rose returned from visiting, I told her what I'd seen and how when I got near that stone, that bird began to scream. Through eyes reflecting memories and the traces of a tear, she took me by the hand and said,
"There's something you should hear. I'll share with you a secret that up till now has been known by only me and God above, of the eagle and the stone. The Caliche Hills that weave their way through what once was Box T Range was once the home of eagles that nested on the plains. And the Indians have a legend that they believe is true, that for every man who lived out there, an eagle lived there too. And if the eagle nested when the man would take a wife, the spirits of the lovers claimed the nesting grounds for life. And when their life was over, their spirit would ascend and gather with the eagles to dance upon the wind. And that was how it happened, as if decreed by fate, for on the day that I became a wife, the eagle took a mate. And as he made for her a nest of willow branch and silt, I was born across the threshold of a ranch house not yet built. And so we spent our wedding night beneath the prairie moon in a Studebaker wagon in the early part of June. And as he held me in his arms and pledged to me his love, he said, if I should ever part, I pray by God above that in the spring I'll return to you as when our love began. And with the eagles we will go and dance upon the wind. The year my husband passed away, the ladybird was killed. They're buried side by side beneath a stone upon the hill. And every year in early June, I watch the morning sky and listen for the sound of wings like angels passing by. And when I see that old eagle, my heart begins to glow, and I think about a promise made so many years ago. The words are carved in granite. Our love will never end. My heart goes up to meet him, and we dance upon the wind. It was easy.
By J.W. Beeson.
Thank you.